cool.
It ain't love that I'm afraid of, it's the desire. It'll run right through your conscience like a raging prairie fire. When I saw you at the bar with your eyes boring into me, I knew I was a goner, I knew where I had to be. Never wanted anyone like I want you, and just because I never tell you doesn't mean that it ain't true. Never wanted anything like I want this. Honey, what do we do with this beautiful man? And I'm not worried about sex, baby, it's sleeping next to you. 'Cause I cannot control the way my sleeping body moves. And ever since I was a young girl, man, I had all these bad dreams. I shiver and I shake, but don't you worry about me. I never wanted anyone like I want you. Just because I never tell you don't mean that it ain't true. Never wanted anything like I want this. Honey, what do we do with this beautiful mess? And I'm not afraid of dying, no, it's growing old. Forgetting who I am, regretting the path I chose. So if it's all the same to you, how about we take it day by day? We can always draw a map if we begin to lose our way. I never wanted anyone like I want you. Just because I never tell you don't mean that it ain't true. Never wanted anything like I want this. Honey, what do we do with this beautiful mess? Thank you so much. This is day 8 for me at Kerrville Folk Festival, my first festival. Thank you so much for having me. Oh, thank you. And a special shout out to Lindsay and Liz, who have been taking such good care of me. I feel very parented. And I know I look incredibly young, but I'm 32, so I'm not used to having people fuss over me, and it's been kind of nice. I could get used to it. Careful, y'all. I'm gonna move into that trailer and never leave. I am from a small town in West Virginia, and where my mom grew up and my dad grew up, and my granddad was the mayor of that town, which is pretty cool because it means that you can't do anything wrong or be rude to anyone without him hearing about it. And this next song is not about my own life, or so I have been advised by my divorce lawyer to say, but it is a rumination on women's work and the emotional labor that we put in. And I'm from a generation of women who work full-time and are the matriarch of the family and do it all and have it all and be everything to everyone, and that can get a little exhausting sometimes. Woo, that's not the note. That's the note. Gave it up without much of a fight, 'cause if I ain't trying, what do we your fires. And if that is all you want it all, if anyone would do, go on and find someone as desperate as you. I wasn't taught to covet fancy things. If it ain't borrowed, then you know it's secondhand. So I'll gladly give you back my wedding rings. Now could you give me back the time I wish I had? And my mama looks at me like I've gone crazy, but my darling, this is just part of the deal. So first you'll work and clean the house, then raise the babies, and don't you leave that man looking for his next meal. Behind every good man, there's a woman who's tired, keeping the lights on and putting out your fires. And if that is all you wanted, oh, if anyone would do, go on and find someone as desperate as you. What do I do with all this love I have for you, when I know I'm better off now that we're through? And as you're packing up your things, I said, hope life treats you well. But when you hand me back the house keys, you said you could rot in hell. Behind every good man, there's a woman who's tired, keeping the lights on and putting out your fires. And if that is all you wanted, now if anyone would do. Thank you so much. We were talking at the campfire, at the campsite. There's not been a fire there yet because it's a very high-tech campsite that we have over there. No complaints here. I'm in the lap of luxury. We were talking about our musical influences, and I was discussing them in terms of zodiac signs. So like I would consider myself like a John Prine's sun with like a I don't know, like a Tom Paxton moon and like a Lucinda Williams rising. It's sort of the vibe that I try to give off. I'm not saying that I'm nearly as good as any of those folks, just that I think of all the people I admire, those are the ones that seep through the most often in my writing. I am typically kind of a honky-tonk girl. I make most of my money right now playing honky-tonk sets, and so I'm really looking forward to this new era of playing more original music out and about. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. Those two songs that I just played are not released yet. They are going to be released eventually when I have enough money to finish the record I'm working on right now. But I do have a record out now called Loose Cannon, and Loose Cannon was one of the songs that won me the New Folk competition. So I'm gonna play it for you now. It's about, I quit music. I wasn't performing anymore, but I was still writing in my room, and this song came out of me during that period of time. I don't stay out late much anymore. Most nights I'm in by 9 or 10, and I don't rant and rave after a drink. You could say that I am saner than I've been. Used to cry at the top of the head. I used to cry every single thing. Oh, I would crawl on my knees through broken glass, trying to feel different kind of pain. a different kind of world. From open fields and late night driving, but I swear I am that same old girl. I just don't dream quite as hard anymore. All the world don't feel as big as before. You're such a loose cannon, girl, you're such a loose cannon, flying high. I always wonder where you'd land. I was never one for flying, I suppose. I was falling till I crash landed hard, trying to pull myself together, but in the end I fell apart. And now I don't dream quite as hard anymore. All the world don't feel as big as before. You're such a loose cannon, girl, you're such a loose cannon, flying high. I always wondered where you'd land. You're such a loose cannon, you're such a loose cannon. Thank you so much. So the new folk camp has been really cool. I've made a lot of great friends, 24 new friends. I'm not leaving someone out, someone couldn't make it, and I don't know them yet, but they are my friend. And it's been so great. There's been a lot of weird, simpatico moments. This is Jackson Emmer's old guitar. I bought it from a guy who bought it from him. Isn't that so weird? In the middle of the pandemic. And in the spirit of collaboration and synergy, I would like to welcome my friend Alexi Campagna on stage to accompany me on the next song. I love Alexi's fiddle playing and songwriting and his singing voice. Wild, straight from the guy. He doesn't get to sing on this one because he'd outshine me, but he's gonna play the fiddle. This is another new song. It's based on a true story about a boy meets girl. Boy projects his desires onto girl. Girl is just trying to work.
You need to set that fiddle. Play for me, buddy.
We're gonna set the fiddle up. I'm gonna keep talking about it. Yeah, this song, the inspiration for this song came in a green room with a musician. We're not good at small talk, and he was like, hey, do you want to hear a great story? And I was like, yeah, duh. And he was like, this is the story of the first time I ever went to a strip club.
Any more?
I'm good.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
She was so far from Sao Paulo, and for that matter, he was too. Just a couple generations, a couple thousand miles removed. Now she's dancing with her top off to his mama's favorite song. And in a haze of booze and loneliness, he starts singing along. Well, she had just been hired. She didn't mind the work. She made $1,000 last weekend just to smile and shake and twerk. And she thought it kind of funny when that man began to sing. Thanked him all the same as he stuffed cash in her G-string. time zone. And her mind's already been wandering to the things she's gonna say. But haven't seen you once to ask her how she's been spending her day. And the song, it ended early, skipped a chorus, then a verse. You know they like to keep things moving here to pique the patrons' thirst. Oh, but he just kept on singing long after the last refrain. Waving his last 20, he said, please play it again. Because it's Friday night, just like Frida says, and I'm miles and miles from my own cold bed. I've been looking for any place to go, but I've never been this far away from home. Have you ever been this far away from home? Dancing Queen is winding down after its second time around, and he sobers up again just as the club is clearing out. Now she feels a little bashful in that new headspace he's found, while she's wiping down her pole and sweeping cash off of the ground. And she felt a little kindred to that stranger on the floor. You know, he never was unkind, but always wanted something more. And she thought maybe she'd meet him long after the club closed down. Oh, but then she thought it better than to be hanging around. Because it's Friday night, just like Abba says, and she's about a mile from her own warm bed. She ain't looking for any place to go, although she's never felt this far away from home. Have you ever been this far away from home? Friday night and the lights are low. I'm not gonna do the whole song. Oh, Lexi Campagna, everybody. Thank you. Okay, I think I got time for one more. And so, for those of you who were here for my little showcase, there was a bit of a whoopsie-doo on the introduction. And it was said that I was here with my father and my boyfriend, and I was like, oh, I'm single and my dad is unfortunately dead. I know. Whoops. But what was not told was that in my bra at that time, because I didn't have pockets in that first dress, was a photograph of my dad that I sometimes carry with me when I'm feeling nervous. And also a boyfriend who's no longer with us, who is very close to me. And so maybe it was a little bit prescient that was said. And actually, I kind of flubbed at the end of my second song because I was thinking about it in the moment. It occurred to me that maybe this was just a psychic moment. My father was a musician, not a prolific songwriter, but a great lover of songwriters, and certainly the reason that I write songs. But he did write one song that I really like, so I'm not a cover girly when I'm doing my normal stuff solo, but I'm gonna cover my dad's song. He was a little underconfident about his writing, so we're gonna posthumously validate him today at Kerrville. This is a song about the time that he dropped acid and watched the moon landing. He would have really liked it here, I can tell.